Yo, what's up guys? Spencer the Bass Bros here, bringing you a brand new video. We're gonna be going out on the river today. I know my hair looks ridiculous like this, but yeah, so we're out here on the river. It's actually really cool today. There was a tropical storm slash hurricane thing that came through earlier today. That's the side of a shed that's freaking me out. But yeah, so that came through, got a lot of rain. I can hear the river from here, which probably means it's a little bit higher than usual. They're not letting water out at the Lake Jackson Dam yet, but I'm suspecting that they will be here soon, but that'll take a while to get all the way down here. But yeah, we're gonna go out there, try to catch some shoal bass on the all famous torpedo. This is pretty much the first lure that I try to use at the river, and it works out pretty well. This is kind of a special place. This is basically where the Bass Bros started at. Me, Grant, JJ, and Kale, all of us were out here. That's pretty much how we started the YouTube channel and all that. We came fishing out here so much, we were like, let's record some of our stuff. So hopefully we can get on them today. It's a little bit cooler, which should mean the fish are gonna be a little bit higher up in the water column. It's gonna be a low pressure system today. So everything's pretty much right for the bass to be biting. So hopefully we can get out there and get something going. I got a waterproof case on my GoPro, so you probably won't be able to hear me too well, but I'll try to speak loud and see if I can't explain to you guys what I look for in the river to try to catch some of these shoal bass. I know some of you guys that watch my videos end up coming out here too, and this is a really great place to fish. There's a lot of fish in here. Just hoping that everybody takes care of their fish and catch and release and everything like that. I was guilty of that earlier. Whenever I first started coming here, I kept a good fish, but there's been 4 good shoal bass that we caught out here: a 5, a 6, a 6.5, and now Grant just recently caught a 7, 7.5. So they're growing slowly but surely, but hopefully maybe we might get a big one today. We'll have to see, but yeah, let's go out there and catch some shoal bass.
How about that for our first fish, boys? The teeth. That is pure muscle. Pure muscle. It's a good like 2.5. All right, letting them go. Oh my gosh. Oh. Holy cow. That was a giant. You better not snap my line.
Are you a big man? Huh? I'm talking to you.
What?
You wake up in the morning, you say, I put on my big boy pants. Look, I'm wearing a belt. I got big boy pants on.
What?
Watch me now. Here I go. It's easier than pie.
He can fly! He can fly! He flew!
Oh my gosh! That was a freaking monster.
Alright guys, so kind of like a final trip update while I'm still out here on the river. As you guys saw, there was some really good blow-ups. I actually got some fish to come out of the water on some of these, on that spook. Unfortunately enough, I just couldn't hook up with them. Only caught 3 fish on it, if you want to count that little tiny baby one. But yeah, I couldn't really get anything to hook up, so I'm going to go through with the Texas rig fluke that I got here. Kind of an odd colored fluke, but we're going to work with that. And so yeah, there's a storm rolling in, so hopefully I can get out of here before the storm shows up. So hopefully we can hook up a few of these big ones that we missed, so we'll see.
There he is. No! No!
Alright, so as you guys can see, finished up after that little mid/2/3 of the way through update. I ended up only getting 2 more bites off of that, or 1 more bite basically, off of a blade bait type of thing. It's basically a rattle trap, except it's a metal blade. Had one on for that, he just couldn't stay on, he just didn't stick well. The other one could have been a rock, it felt a lot like a fish, so I'm thinking that it was just a fish, but yeah, so only had those 2 more bites, but good enough with the top water footage and stuff, so hopefully that all turned out well. I'm hoping it did, because there was some really cool strikes there. One time the fish actually came out of the water, but pretty much what happened is the storm front kind of like moved through, kind of, because we're on the edge of like a tropical storm hurricane type thing right now, and so it was really cool. The clouds were really low and low pressure system and everything like that, and the water was near the dam was really cool during that time, because it was kind of like sprinkling a little bit before and rained earlier today. So the water was still kind of cool, but now it kind of like passed by, the wind slowed down, the water started heating up, and those fish just kind of died down. And I know in the beginning of this video I said I'll try to look for, or try to tell you guys like what I look for on the river, and I couldn't really do that because of how loud it was with the dam and all that, and you know, the waterproof case on the GoPro. But I can kind of tell you guys now, just basically look for the current breaks. Look for places where the shoal bass will be able to sit underneath the rocks and the ledges of the rocks without emitting too much energy. So basically they can sit underneath that rock and just ambush anything that comes out. Like the spooks, they were right next to the dam. They were sitting underneath that, and that super oxygenated water from that water hitting the water for the dam coming down. So they were sitting underneath there just waiting for whatever bait fish would follow that dam or maybe swim by them. So they're basically in an ambush position. That's basically what these shoal bass do, and I'm pretty sure that's what most river bass do. So you guys have a good moving current. Look for the eddies in the current. Look for places where the water might be swirling, or the current eddies in a place, which means the bait's going to be going around there. Then they're pretty much going to get swept into that lower current area, and that's where those bass will be sitting to wait to pick off their prey. Honestly, I'm thinking that the shoal bass have so much to eat here. That's the reason why they weren't eating the spook too well, because they see so much bait all the time, and they have so many opportunities that whenever they see something like that, they basically just slap at it and try to kill it first before they try to eat it. So they weren't hitting it twice, they just hit it once. They're actually kind of smart, so if they know that you're sending an artificial bait in there to them, most of the time they actually end up not eating it. the second time that you throw it in there. But yeah, that's just something weird about shoal bass. I don't know if it's for all shoal bass or just around here by the dam, but I would say it's a pretty successful day. Had a good bit of blow-ups. Don't necessarily have to catch them all the time. I did end up catching one good one that was probably about a 2.5-pounder. I know it look kind of small, guys, but you got to remember those shoal bass are all pure muscles. So every single little bit that you see of them, and they're really thick too. So, but yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content on this channel. Actually, am be heading out to Lake Eufaula here tomorrow, so that should be fun. Going out with Mr. Robert again, same guy that I went out with to Lake Oconee, so that should be fun. Hopefully we get on him. Have a tournament coming up next week, so heading down to Lake Eufaula for a BFL. It's the 2-day tournament, so it should be fun. Hopefully I'll be recording during all of that stuff and get some good footage for you guys. But for now, this has been Spencer with the Bass Bros, and we'll catch you guys later.